Good morning, guys. It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. I want to talk about something really quick that I think is a major factor of healthy living and healthy living, more specifically, like mental health and really kind of understanding who you are as a person. I think one of the biggest factors that a lot of people find themselves, exercising or trying to get healthy or whatever can be due to major factors in their life. Originally, when I started going to the gym and stuff, I was going through like a divorce and different things were happening in my life. I had some other things that happened, and I had some major turning points that kind of pushed me towards healthy living almost in like an addictive way. And I think that is probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me in so many ways. And I think a lot of us have masked fitness with different things in areas of our lives, or it has taken the place of other things. But I want to just share the importance of that happening. When you're going through difficult times in your life, whether it's like relationships or it could be like, court things or, just life changing things. It could be like a death in the family. It could be so many different things. Um, Exchanging those hard feelings or those stressed out feelings or the depressed feelings or the overwhelmed feelings or the feelings of, being lost and not really understanding where your place is in life or anything like that, and exchanging that for something with a purpose, whether it's like fitness, it could be like powerlifting, it could be running, it could be just going to the gym, exercising, it could be cleaning up your diet, it could be so many different things. Doing that is possibly, to me, more beneficial than going to a doctor and saying give me some medication because I'm depressed, or going to a counselor and saying this is my problems. I'm not saying there's not a time and a place for those things, but what the biggest thing is that people understand is when you change your life, and maybe you were living an unhealthy lifestyle, you were doing drugs and drinking and eating poorly and really not exercising at all, and not even getting out there and enjoying life for what it is. And then all of a sudden you start incorporating all of these positive things inside your life, whether it's exercise, or maybe it's just light cardio or going for walks, or just eating one meal a day better or something like that. When you change those negative things for something extremely positive, you really put yourself in a position much more great than you would ever put yourself in a position if you were just going to the doctor and talking about your problems, or going to the doctor and saying, I need some medication for depression because I'm struggling mentally or emotionally or whatever. Because now you're using your body's own receptive, neurons and serotonin and the dopamines and all those natural ways of working through things to be able to cure your body from all the damage that's been being done, whether it's through like stress or emotions, or eating, or depression or anxiety, or bipolar or ADHD, or the loss of grief of a family member, or just a bad relationship, or toxic relationships with friends or family or significant others or anything like that. You are changing your entire genetic makeup. There is absolutely, to me, nothing more important than reversing the effects of all of those bad things in your life, whether it was doing drugs or whatever it was, with something this massively positive. It's like from going from one extreme to another. And some people will say, well, you don't want to do that because of whatever reasons, because it's going to set you up for disaster. My way of thinking of it is you were on a path of disaster, and now you're on a path to fixing the disaster, to reversing the effects of whatever life you were living. So I think the biggest thing that so many people can take from this is whatever you have experienced in your life, whether it was trauma or negativity or toxicity with relationships or different things in life, the one thing that you can remember that is health and fitness and eating right is the healthiest addiction you can ever get. When you are on a path of changing your life and your body's changing and your mind's changing and the people you find yourself around are changing, you're going to see that there's going to be points which you're lonely, or people are like, you've changed, you're not the same person. We used to go out all the time and we used to do this all the time, or we used to party on Friday nights, or we used to go out on Thursday for tacos or whatever. A lot of people aren't ready to change, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to understand, if you are ready to change, then there's nothing wrong with you finding a new outlet. So if you were around, partying and drinking and then feeling like shit when you woke up on Friday or whatever, and now you're like, yo, I just ran like 5 miles and I feel fine. Yeah, maybe my body's a little bit achy or whatever, but I didn't wake up with a migraine. I didn't eat a bunch of bad food choices. I'm not in a toxic thing or, situation with other people and stuff like that all the time. Potentially getting DUIs or potentially getting, finding yourself in bad situations left and right. Rather, yeah, maybe I'm a little sore, but holy shit, I achieved something great. And now I am on like this natural high. You don't need drugs. You don't need alcohol. You don't need bad food. You don't need all those things. You can really truly seek out positive accomplishments as a full-grown adult. And I know sometimes that feels corny. That feels gay. Like, it feels stupid. Now, I'm not like anything meaning by that, but like, really, it just feels like stupid. Like, I have always been this fun hater guy, meaning like for the first 30 years of my life, I was like, oh, dancing, psh, that puts me in a vulnerable situation. Or exercise, like, I still walk into the gym. I'm a freaking trainer with like multiple clients. I own a small gym and I still walk in the gym and I'm like, everybody's judging me. I don't want to look like this. I feel bad about myself, blah, 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 blah. Those things don't go away, but they do get better over time. The one thing that you have to remember is that if you are focusing on making yourself feel better through health and diet and exercise and improving yourself, eventually you're going to get to a point to where others can't drag you down anymore. And if they try to, you're like, you know what? Just brush it off. You'll feel better about yourself. I promise you, if you are finding yourself in situations to where you are, in something that is not in alignment with the healthy version of yourself that you are becoming or have become, you will literally just drop it off to the wayside and say, you know what? This is the new me. I'm okay with it. I feel good about it. It makes me feel better than whatever situation I was in before. So embrace it. There's nothing wrong with that. And you shouldn't ever feel bad about evolving as a human. Listen, we only got like maybe at best 80 or 100 years on this planet. Life is way too fucking short to live it shittily. Like, if you don't enjoy every single fucking moment, what the fuck are you doing on this planet? I'm here in Spain, and that's cool. That's great, but that may not be your thing. Travel may not be your thing. Exercise may not be your thing. Diet might not be your thing. But whatever the fuck it is, if it's, I want to fit better in my fucking clothes, or I want to be able to lift 1,000 pounds, or whatever it is, then you do you. Like, that is what empowers you. What empowers me is not going to be the same thing that makes you feel good. Maybe you want to take a selfie without feeling like a fucking fat ass. There's nothing wrong with that. And nobody should ever make you feel bad about those things. So keep that in your mind. Understand that if you are becoming a new you, don't feel bad about it. Embrace that shit. Remember, this is the only fucking life you're going to get. Maybe you believe something after that, and that's great. But right now, right here, no matter what, you probably come back as a fucking flower or a piece of dog shit or something like that later, and you won't get the opportunity. Embrace the fucking life that you have right now, you guys. Have a beautiful day. Be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Do your fucking work, because trust me, when you look in the mirror and you say, damn, I worked hard, and that is a fine-ass bitch or a fine-ass dude or whatever it is, you're going to feel good about that, and that's all that fucking matters. Thanks for watching.